Hi guys, hi, welcome to my channel Universal Power Tarot. My name is Marthe. These messages I bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys and myself as well, of course. I have really strong energy today because I worked through some stuff. Okay, I decided to do a pick a card reading for you guys. The reason being that I feel, although I actually wanted to do the Leo reading now, which I'm going to do later anyways, but I feel this is very timely and it really wants to come out. It's about what Spirit would like you to know right now. So it's still a timeless reading, right? But I feel it's timely, like people need to hear these messages. So we'll see what wants to come out, right? All right. Yeah, we have three piles here for you. Pile number one is with the turquoise. My grandma's turquoise. No, it's mine. And this is something that wanted to be included. I made it a couple of days ago, so it's the handmade thing, whatever this wants to be. This is pile number two. And we have the third pile, the pyrite here for you guys, okay? If you need to, you can pause the reading and choose and feel into which pile is for you. All right, you guys. Is there anything else I want to say? Yeah, I really hope everyone is doing good and that you're safe, you guys, okay? And diving through this whole thing, okay? I'll see you over at the selected pile. Hi guys, if you have picked pile number one with the turquoise here, my grandma's turquoise, then this is your reading. Please let me state right away that this is a general reading, which means it may or may not resonate with you. These messages here are for those that seek personal and or spiritual encouragement and growth. And everyone else is, of course, very welcome to stay, but just know that these messages can be very triggering because they are supposed to do that, right? To trigger us into and to give us insights into our situation so that we can then work with it. All right, it's not gender specific, it's not time specific, so whenever the title of a reading resonates with you, then there might be message in it for you, right? You can also reverse the placements. You guys, we're going to hop right into it. For the newbies, thank you very much for all of your subscriptions. Thank you. The channel seems to be exploding, so that's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. I really, really appreciate this. Thank you for coming over to Vimeo and Patreon. Yeah, that's awesome. We have here, to my newbies who might not know this, we have here three cards. First of all, the Guardian Angel card. We have the Shamanic Oracle cards, and we have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. I will read these to you later, okay? We're going to start off with your tarot, Okay, let's see what you got. Okay, so you starting off with the Five of Swords, which is ego games, which is winning the battle but losing the war. I also feel heartbreak with this. I really do feel heartbreak with this. It's like both parties have hurt one another. Maybe unintentionally also, right? But it's the ego that caused this. It's like, I'm right, no, I'm right, I'm right, no, I'm right, right? So it might, I don't feel any kind of a betrayal energy or anything like that with it. I rather feel just like because you haven't worked through your egos when it comes to that type of situation, in this area, that area apparently still needs a bit of work here, but it was not meant to hurt the other person, but you still did it, like both of you, unintentionally. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, really? This is very interesting. So you have the Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning right there for you, you guys, okay? A new beginning. This can also be a new steamy beginning here. Transformative processes have started because of this process. So depending where you are at in your journey, in your personal journey here, it could be that you just started out on this one, or it could be that you're on the brink of this happening. That really depends on where you are, right? Because it's so general. So Anyways, this, whenever this happened, this will cause or is causing at this very moment a new beginning and a transformative process, right? That will be very prosperous. And you will, maybe back then you couldn't possibly have known that this would show itself to you in such a way. But now you do. Now you do, you guys. And that's quite amazing, right? That's really amazing that this would happen in such a way. I also feel fire. I also feel a lot of fire with this. Oh my goodness. I all of a sudden heard scorched earth, scorched earth. So in order for something new to grow, you know how in nature wildfires just need to happen? They need to happen in order for it to be especially prosperous afterwards and especially fertile, right? Because there's nothing more fertile than scorched earth, right? Than the ashes of everything. And that's what that is. I'm getting a lot of Phoenix Rising energy with this one. A lot of it, a lot of it. So that's really good. So this can be on a personal level, and it can also mean like on a much, much bigger scale, this reading, this particular reading. You have the Lovers here. It's Gemini energy. It's so interesting because, again, this is either, if we're talking on a personal level, like two people with one another, then this, again, could be a reconciliation that is happening here. Two people that are being brought together again by the divine, because there has been enlightenment. There has been growth happening on both parts, And I almost want to say the ego is for the most part dead. So what I mean by this is that you worked on yourself to this extent that something like that is just not touching you anymore. It's just like, okay, I'm working on a different realm now. My field of influence and with the way I'm living has grown into this. I'm no longer wearing armor, first of all, right? I'm naked because they stripped me bare, all in the sense of scorched earth, right? Everything. Just, this is a total renewal here that has happened. And they are happy. They're just sitting there in the grass. You know how fertile, look at this, how fertile. From this to then this, really lush and fertile with a lot of fruits in the trees. Yeah, peace, and very peaceful. When there before, this is so interesting, when there before was just like regular grass that wasn't growing that well anyways. Now you have this lush paradise-like garden, yeah. That's very interesting, very interesting. For some of you, I really have to say the divine is crying. Now, I don't know why. What I feel here, because of the compassion that you guys set free when you finally come back together. That's interesting. So the compassion for one another and what you have learned and how much you have grown within your own personal bubble, I almost want to say, right? I see two bubbles now, or that bubble. And when they come back together, you'll still be two bubbles. But the moment where they, how do you say, where they intersect, they still intersect, they come together, you know, when two... see how they intersect, they're still themselves, but they can intersect now, and that's what I see happening here, and that's so gorgeous. For others, if we're not talking about a relationship here, we're talking about the divine feminine and divine masculine inside of us, right? They are coming together. You finally overcame, and this could be both, right? Overcame an internal battle of like, I want to, like, this is in the realm of I want something, but what I really need is something entirely different. That's in what kind of realm we're moving in right now. So this is internal, finally coming back to peace. And on the bigger scale, of course, like humanity-wise, yeah, much the same here. Yep. The Knight of Pentacles, that is exactly wearing the armor underneath. That's my card for that. Wearing the armor underneath and really not showing people so much how vulnerable you actually are. How vulnerable you actually are. But then you just take it all off, the shirt and the armor. and you show your full self here to the world, to yourself. This is all in the realm of self-acceptance and self-love, because the other people are just mirrors to us, right? They're mirroring what we don't like to see within ourselves. Thank God for other people, right? That trigger us, because that's why, because we would be so blind, and so we wouldn't see it if it weren't for other people, if it weren't for those interactions. And when we're not ready, this is interesting, this is very interesting for me as well, and when we're not ready, we tend to stay at home and be like this, be that card, right? Be that, like, okay, like mistrusting other people. Like, this could involve trust issues. But the trust issue is not so much with the other person as it is with yourself. And that is something very, very interesting, right? Because you don't trust yourself to make that judgment call in front of yourself. That's why you have to distance yourself from other people, right? Because because of that. And when you learn to trust yourself, like your intuition and everything good, your nose, your stomach, like, wow, that's awesome. Then you know when a person is trying to play games with you, or when a person isn't completely real with you. You will feel it, you will know it. And then when you trust that and act accordingly, that is beautiful, because then you no longer have to hide. And that's what I see happening here. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, yes, spirit, yes, yes. With the Six of Swords, you're moving towards greener pastures, towards a lot more calmer waters, right? And that new beginning is right here for you now, for depending on where you are, right? But the moving process is right when that new beginning is happening. You're moving exactly towards it, and I'm drawn to the spirit thing. So spirit is watching over you on this journey, because this is very important to understand and to get for us humans, especially now. The learning of compassion and the understanding of the parts of ourselves, because the more of ourselves we do understand and how we act, and the more we come into acceptance of these parts and of loving these parts within ourselves, the more we can love the outside world, the more we can be compassionate towards others. And that is, quite frankly, very, very beautiful. But it's not an easy process. It is not, because seeing all those, let me say, just this is judgmental, but seeing all those nasty parts, like that's within us, right? That is a bit tough. That is really a bit tough. You're like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. No, thank you. No, thank you. And you've got every right to do that, right? Absolutely. But when you're ready, it's a good experience. Like, when you come out on the other side, it's an awesome experience, matter of factly, when you finally are able to feel the love. And again, this is very exponential, so there's always room for more growth and love. And more compassion. So what is happening is your heart chakra is opening and being cleared out, and this can hurt at times. It does. So let those tears flow, please, because after that you'll feel so much better, right? You won't be restricted like this anymore. You'll finally be able to breathe and just be free. Justice, yeah. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that. But remember in the beginning when I said about the phoenix rising? Oh, wow. The scales are being balanced, divine feminine, divine masculine coming either back together, or if it's internal, we are balancing those out, the divine feminine, divine masculine. Yes, of course, this is sometimes a steep ride, and they want to mention that here as well. This is a steep ride. This is not an easy thing to do yet it can be done, and in the end you will be this here, like the phoenix rising. I know it's a crane, but to me it's always been the phoenix also in this card, right? And wisdom, you'll be so wise after this, whatever this means to you, right? But it's gaining the ability to see things from a higher perspective, also in retrospect. You know how when we read a book, let's say 10 years prior, and when we read it now, we will never read the same book, because our experiences in these past 10 years, we have grown as a person, hopefully anyways, and and then we read that book and we're like, that's weird, I totally had a different opinion about these matters 10 years ago, right? I totally read that book in a completely different matter. Or when we hear songs for not for a long time, same thing. And that's what this card is talking about. It's also a re-evaluation of past situations with the knowledge that you have now. This is also about time and being able to travel back in order to heal the past, because with our knowledge now, oh my god, oh spirit, with our knowledge now, oh I love this. Oh, the past can be healed, and so is automatically the present, and then with that, the future, your future, the future of our world, the future of the ones we extend that compassion for, right? And out towards. And wow, that's a big one. That's a really big one. You might also have blue hair. Some of you might actually have blue hair. I love this. Or you might have a grandma, you know. You know, when the hair, the gray hair has gone wrong, the dyeing, then they sometimes have this bluish purple color thing in there, like they didn't want that, but it still happened. So that's what I see. So this is very specific for some of you. So as to serve as confirmation, yes, this is for you. That's what these things are for. Okay, guys, that's awesome. Some of you really like dandelions, and like to blow the, you know, when they're white, and then you blow them, and you really enjoy this. Or just a picture or something like that. Maybe you have a picture of that somewhere with the dandelions flying, or even a tattoo, where the dandelions fly. Okay, you guys, serves as confirmation. Cool. Now, wow. Oh my goodness. You have, from the Shamanic Oracle card, you have the Tree of Life, which is absolutely gorgeous because it really sums up what we were talking about. Do you see how the tree hugs itself? That's that. That's the lovers here. Super beautiful. Super beautiful. Yeah, and with the butterflies also, there's a lot of enlightenment coming in, coming together. It's also about earth and heaven. These two are interesting. Wow. Okay, these two are being merged. I spoke about this in other readings as well, when we are bringing down the love to this earth, and that's what's happening. You're bringing down the compassion and the love. This means working on ourselves, right? This means being flexible in what is happening, being flexible in changing times and going with it, and being that tree, growing into that tree. I'm so sorry, excuse me. Growing into that tree with it was so nice and flowy, and me burping totally ruined the moment. Sorry. So being that tree, right? With the strong roots, again with Mother Nature. Make that connection, you guys, now more than ever. Make that connection, that sacred connection, that sacred bond with Mother Nature. She holds you always. You are her child, and she's very forgiving, full of love and nurturing energies. Tap into your divine feminine. At this time. Be the nurturer. But also be the warrior. They would like me to explain this, why the warrior and why divine feminine energy is so important right now. and I will try. So the divine feminine, when we're in our full power, and this doesn't exclude males, this includes them as well, because like I said, we both have a divine feminine, divine masculine within ourselves, right? Vice versa, same thing. So when you're truly in your divine feminine side, and this involves Isis energy as well, but not exclusively, right? Then we stand in our true divine feminine power. And this is very important at this time. Very important at this time. Mother Nature, being a divine female energy, is really going to help you during this time. Tap in with Mother Nature, and she reveals and will reveal to you what you need to know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's out from that card, which was quite a bit anyways. Yeah. I cannot give out more. I can't, because that's up to you. That's your personal journey. That's yours to undertake. If you decide to connect with Mother Earth, then she will reveal what you need to know at that time. Okay, it's not for me to reveal. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, you have the Lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Yes. Yes. Yes, another very, very feminine energy, right? That's the Empress, basically. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. And as you can see, look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. Like, do you see the tree? I mean, of course, this is a tree, but then she's got the tree in the background. And like I said with them, a tree full of fruit, right? What's right there? It's the same thing. So this is highly, highly prosperous once you go into that energy and into the feminine, into your feminine, divine feminine energy. Once you tap in, that's so prosperous, and away from the egotistical stuff, because that's going to keep us stuck. And that train's going to take off just as much as the other train's going to take off, right? Into something very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Again, please don't take my word for it. Try it for yourselves if you want to, right? Try it for yourselves if you want to. It's worth a shot, I'd say. Anyways, I'm going to read that card for you now. The Lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Nice. The Lady. Reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. The Lady, known as the Empress in the traditional tarot, is the representation of the goddess in her most fertile form. She is abundant, bountiful, and creative being. She is closely connected to nature because it is her child. She represents maternal energy and has more than enough love to give all who need nurturing. Yet she is a representation of the goddess Venus too, and yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, the Lord. In this card, she holds an apple. Its seeds form a perfect pentagram, which in paganism represents the 5 elements of life. Fertility, growth, and abundance are all imminent when the Lady arrives in your life. All the seeds you have planted are coming to life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. It shows that there will be more than enough to go around. I love this. If you're making business deals or setting intentions to create financial growth, this card indicates a considerable amount of monetary success. The Lady can also usher in other forms of abundance, opportunities, marriage proposals, and even the birth of a child. She will help you respect nature, oh my God, and connect with its forces in order to have a genuinely supported journey through life. I so love this. Oh my God, you guys. This is fantastic. So cool. And I see it. That's so dope, man. And you've got oneness. You've got oneness. Someone you dearly miss is forever present in your heart. Remember, dearest one, that even though there has been a physical parting, spiritually, those we love never leave us. Creation is eternal. Nothing is ever truly missing, for all is interconnected and ultimately one. Wow, that's beautiful. All right, you guys. I really hope that the messages were helpful, or the message was helpful to you guys. There's no extended because it's a pick a card, and my pick a cards never have extended. I'm sending you much, much love, you guys. Be safe, and if you can. Much love. Bye. Hi guys, hello. If you have picked pile number 2, then this is your reading with that symbol, whatever it is. If you know what that is, or if you have any, I don't know, if that means something to you, let me know and drop it in the comments if you want to. All right, you guys. This is a general reading. No, wait. First of all, I should say thank you so much for all the new subscribers, and for those that have been with me, and for those in between, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I really, really appreciate that. And this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else. It's a timeless reading. It's not gender specific. Whenever the title of a message resonates with you, then it's your reading at that time, okay? This reading is intended for whatever spirit would like you to know in this current situation. Yeah. You can reverse the placements if I haven't mentioned that. To all the newbies, I want to say to all those that have been with me know this already, but to the newbies, these cards here, these 3 cards, my Guardian Angel card, my Shamanic Oracle deck card, and the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, I will read these to you later, right? I'm going to start off with a tarot here for you. All right, are you ready? Let's go. Oh wow, you're starting off so strong. So this is a healing and also Aquarian energy. So hi Aquarius. Wow, okay, healing. Ooh, some of you are really in the spotlight. I'm immediately getting light worker. This is not for all of you. This is very specific. And also as a light worker, especially now, things will come up and start to nudge us emotionally, just as everyone else. But as a light worker is almost pressing that you work through these in a, oh my God, I almost don't like that, in a timely manner. And I don't like that because, like, I don't like to be pushed personally. I'm like, I'm going to heal in my own time, and no one is going to tell me when I'm supposed to be healing. But then again, when I'm thinking about it and speaking on it, I'm realizing also that there is more involved than just myself, or just one person, because we are so many. So this is on a big scale. So this is more of, now it comes through a lot more soft. It's like they ask you to please work through that last little bit. This is again very specific, to please work through that last little bit, in order for, this is because it's not just for yourself, it is for humanity, right? So you can do your job in your fullest expression and with full of light that will then radiate out onto the world and to the people that are receiving it, whatever it is that you're doing, right? And if you don't have to identify as a light worker, but it's a crucial time for healing right now. And that's what they're saying. Especially if you have been on your path for a while, on that healing path, right? And wanting to grow and wanting to expand. Now is the time, or now is a really, really good time. But they keep saying now is the time. Now is the time. Yeah, and the ships will come in quickly, really quickly. You might not be able to perceive them yet, but they have speedboats, right? Speedboats. It's no longer sailing in the bag like, la, 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 we'll take our sweet time. No, they have speedboats, and they're coming in like, zh, and then it's here. It's that fast. That's the energy right now. I know it's a timeless reading. We'll see how we go, like in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, when maybe you're watching this. So yeah, because you are getting instruments, you are getting what you need to then communicate or express yourself in a way that is for the highest good of everyone involved, is what they're saying here. And this is, again, although for a lot of you, you already dove very deep and you already did a lot of healing, right? You already did that. And you're like, again, you're asking me to do this again? And even though you might have just worked through that last thing, and then you're like being asked by Spirit, please, can you please do that last little bit right now, because it's timely, because we need you. We need you to be on this force. We need you to be on this force. Okay, I get it. I get it. All right. All right, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, because it'll free you, like in a major way, like you've never seen before. Like you've never seen before. But it will also enable others to see you in your fullest expression, and that is something that is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Very powerful. Because they can see those that are not there yet. And I'm not doing this here, the one is better than the other. I'm not doing this. It's much like in sports. Let's say rock climbing, right? I'll explain, or I'll try to. When one person, like a couple of people will try something like at the wall, like different routes, and then some people are at the same route, and they're trying to crack that problem together, and they're like, yeah, that's so dope, and they might even be enjoying that, right? They're like, yeah, let's try this, let's try that, and just a little twist here, maybe this works, and they're working on the solution together, right? And once one person cracks it and is like, yeah, I'm up there, I made it, yay, and the others are like, yay, you made it, yes. And then it's like, just because we are humans and we just saw that happening, then we're like, oh, it can totally be done, so I can do this. That's what I mean, right? And because then it's correct in our heads, we're like, oh, it's possible. It's much like that dude that ran so freaking fast and totally made it. I don't know the name and I don't know anything, I mean the time or anything like that, but he made it. He was the first human being to ever do this. Before that, they thought that the heart might explode if a person runs that fast. It didn't happen, and sure enough, soon after this, a lot of people cracked that and even went further. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's because we're human. That's our brains that stop us from going all the way up, right? It's stopping us because brains like, that might be dangerous and it can't be done because I haven't seen anyone do this. It's like that. And you're like, yeah, brain, but we still have to do it, right? This is our chance at going up there now. And it looks pretty fun up there, so might as well try it, right? So that's in that kind of a realm. So if people see you in your full expression and in your authenticity and seeing you being powerful and strong and at the same time also very soft and like, I don't know, like really in your own awesomeness and greatness, right? Then they will feel inclined to, oh, this can actually be done. That's awesome. I want to do this. Like, let's go, people, and get a bunch of other people together to try the same thing, right? And to do the same thing, make it happen, even exceed at where the first person was at, exceeded, so that it can then be seen again like, oh, this can be done too. Let's hop a little further. And this is like a cascade just in the other way, right? Just up, up, up. That's what that is. Wow, just one card and talking for, I don't know, 7 minutes. Wow. Okay, yeah. Cool. Very cool. Wow. Yes. 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 You have the King of Cups here, which is your cup is full, naturally, like we just said. And you're then offering it. You're then offering it. And this is someone who stands with their people and not above. Like I said, it's not this. That's not what this is. This is like, here. Cool, let's do this in a group. Yeah, let's do this. Let's try to crack this together. That's what that is, right? Oh, so dope. It's like, and when one person made it, they're reaching back to pull the other ones up. And that's it. That's it. It's also in the realm of, it's also in the realm of jealousy. So maybe what's popping up right now might be for some of you, not for all of you. And that's cool. That's okay. Jealousy is okay. It's totally okay to feel jealous. Like, it's totally okay to be jealous of the person that's up there and that already made it, and be like, man, how did they? I want to do that. That's human. We're human. That's a human emotion to feel. It's just when we let that get out of control, that's when it's not beneficial for anyone anymore. So, working on that emotion, and with that emotion, we'll be like, okay, why are you jealous? Well, because I feel left out. I feel like I want this and I want it now and I haven't gotten it yet, right? So, yeah, and ultimately is a where this comes down to is basically a child that feels left out of the equation. But we need to talk to our inner child and be like, hey, it's okay. We just need to do step A, B, C, D to just get there. They just showed us how to do this. So, that's awesome that they are up there. That means we can do this too. Do you understand? But we need to have that conversation within ourselves. That's what that is, okay? For some of you, not for all. But still important, right? Still important. Oh, wow. What? We have the Page of Cups. Wow. Yeah, that's that. Oh, that's exactly that. Thank you, Spirit. That is so gorgeous. We have a lot of blue here, so this is totally in the emotional and also soul realm. Subconscious can be also, but this is so awesome. See that? That's the more mature person here, or older person. Take it as it resonates. The more wise one, whatever, right? And they offer the cup to them, but that doesn't mean the king can't learn from the page. They can have this exchange and benefit from one another, which is awesome, because this page will one day be a king and then do the same thing, just roles reversed, right? And they will help. It's that cascading effect that we just talked about. It's that cascading effect. Yeah, very committed to helping others. Absolutely. I love this. Oh my God. Profound. Whoa. We have mastery. That's Cancerian energy. Oh my God, you guys. That's incredible. It's like really taking the reins. Really taking the reins now and be like, okay, I am going to do this right now. I'm going to climb up that wall. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. And guess what? I have like a whole like train of people behind me. A whole train of people behind me that's going to follow after me. I'm going to plow I'm going to plow these tracks. I'm going to plow these tracks in order for others to follow me, because again, this is in the realm of we're not here by ourselves, is in the realm of oneness and interconnectedness. That's what that is. And you aligned your own inner team, or are about to align with that healing process. And then it's like whoosh, like you won't believe. Like I said, it's like a speedboat. It's not like the boats are sailing in smoothly. No, it's a speedboat. And that's you then, right? You're gonna hop into that and it's gonna be like whoosh. And that's gonna trailblaze, absolutely. And you have illusions here. You also are going to cut through illusions, and things are going to be revealed to you that are crucial to your healing and to your growth. Absolutely crucial. And you are now willing to do so. You're very open and receptive to that kind of a healing, to seeing things. Because when we dwell too long in these, they, especially right now, become somewhat quickly unbearable. So you best look at them in this moment and try to solve it in that moment. Like, I'm talking from own experience. I'm like, I don't want to see it. I just been through it. I don't want to do it again. And then Spirit's like, yeah, but we're going to push you a bit more. That's in the realm of that. And like I said in the beginning, I don't like to be pushed. Like, I want to do it on my own. But this, since it's a crucial time and we're not by ourselves here, and we came here with this particular thing at this particular time, with our talents, with our particular talents and expressions and authenticities, who we are. That's why it's important right now. Okay, and you do with it whatever you want to do with it. I can only deliver the message, and I will do with that message whatever I see fit for my life, okay? So, Two of Rods. Two of Rods is, yeah, it's just seeing the everything from a higher perspective, and not just, again, this sums up the reading basically. It's, we're not in this alone. It's about interconnectedness, and it's like you seeing that, you having the overview over things and over the events, even some of you that are unfolding currently, and you do know indeed, or you will know indeed, what to do exactly, because you are in full alignment, in full alignment, in full alignment. Yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right. All right. Let's hop into. Oh my gosh. You have the Witness. You have the Witness. The shamanic oracle card with the Witness. Number 64. Wow, that's interesting. Ooh. 64, breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1. This is the new. This is the new coming in. I'm immediately drawn to the Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus. She has antlers. Antlers, so that's immediately like you have a stronger power behind you and beside you that is guiding you, and you are being also pushed, if you are not there yet, in that leader position, because they want you to align with your highest purpose here. They want you to align with your highest purpose. And yes, you've been through a lot, a lot, a lot. Your mind and your heart are aligning at this time. Your mind and your heart are aligning. They are becoming one. You might have headaches also because your third eye is opening even more. I also hear decalcification. Interesting, decalcification of the third eye. That's what I hear. So you can truly see things for what they are, and not just let like that gray thing right in front of you, right? Where you, like a veil, like a gray veil that's in front of your eyes, all of a sudden that's lifted, like right, that speedboat, right? It won't allow you to bypass that at this current time. You really have to look at it, and they make sure you can, with that third eye opening, right? That you can immerse as the leader you are, as the leader you are. And this can also be, like I said, within your family. Like, take those reins. This is your life. This is the life of the ones around you, and you are crystallizing as this leader figure. Wow. Coming back to basics is what that is also. Really, really seeing and coming back to basics and what it is really about. What it is really about to you. The life here on earth, what is really important. This is also about root chakra activation. It's also about grounding yourself. Like, ask Mother Earth to connect you, because you need that groundedness right now. I can feel the vibration. It's interesting. To connect fully to that higher light and to the higher wisdom, to channel it down. We're all channels. We're all channels. And you can channel that down. And that's what we're doing right now, channeling it down. In order for to be able to do this in, let me just state, in a good way, in a way that is good for you, good for us, is like to really ground yourself. That's important. And to ground yourself is also your base. Like your hips, when your hips are not in alignment with your spine, then this is something that brings out of balance. Then our legs are kind of crooked, right? So we really want that root chakra to be in a good position here. That's important. And to be glowing red, okay? Wow, I love this. Glowing red. Fantastic. And you have the Medicine Mother here. The Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Honor your inner knowing. So you might also work with Oshun magic. Oshun magic. This is in the realm also of divine feminine, and assuming our powerful position, and this includes males as well. You do have that part as well. Divine feminine, divine masculine. The realignment is happening currently. The divine feminine is coming up, is rising up. That's what the Medicine Mother is talking about. That's what she's talking about. Very strong female energy. So, the Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Take action. Do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful. And this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes. And it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world. It's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you are not here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Yes, exactly. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you're being guided to take action. Action requires courage. But your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Wow, this is very, very powerful and strong. Very powerful and strong. And your guardian angel card is actually guardian angel. Oh, wow. Trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. Oh, I almost want to say Taurus, so there must be Tauruses watching. But this is, of course, for all of you guys, whoever choose that pile. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Thank you for being here on this channel. I really appreciate this. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, comments. Really beautiful. Thank you very much. I really hope this message was helpful to you. And I'm sending you much love and light and healing. Bye, you guys. Bye. Hi, guys. If you have picked pile number 3 with the pyrite, then this is your reading. All right, you guys. I really hope you're all doing well and okay and are safe and all that. Yeah, this is, these readings are designed to encourage, elevate, and empower those that seek personal and or spiritual growth, right? So, of course, everybody's welcome here, but just know that these messages can be triggering, okay? That's important to know because we sometimes need to be triggered into seeing something so we can grow because we might not see it otherwise, okay? So, don't have to be. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, you guys, because that means it's for somebody else. It's not gender specific. It's not time specific. Whenever the title of a message resonates with you, then this reading might have a message in it for you, and it's yours at that time. You can also reverse the placements, you guys. Okay, for all my newbies, thank you for all your subscriptions, by the way. Channel is exploding right now, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, comments. It's really, really dope. Thanks. Yeah, and for my newbies, you might not know this. The other ones, hi. My the ones that have been here from the very beginning and in between, you already know this. Guardian Angel card, Shamanic Oracle card, and Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. These I will read to you later, okay? We're going to start off with the tarot. All right, you guys, let's hop into it. I'm excited to see. Okay. I knew it. Why did I know that? Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords. I'm so sorry, you guys, that you're feeling this way right now. But it also means this is not a good feeling, right, to have. It's not. you might feel a little defeated, not just a little for some of you, right? Good news is here, I want to say that right away, is that you're at the end of a cycle here, at the end of a cycle. It cannot be worse than this, basically, right? It can't be. It can't be. That's the end of it, okay? You're about to pull all these swords out of you and start anew and afresh. What I see here, that some of you already started to do this and be like, okay, it's almost like you're pushing them out of your body. That's interesting. It's not even, you're not even using your hands, like your body is starting to do this. Now that's interesting because it reminds me of trauma, of old traumas that are being resolved. Like your body is actually starting to repel these things, is what I'm getting with it. And that's very significant for those of you that have suffered trauma in their lives, like even all the way back, right? Because it's not only stored in our mind and we can't explain them logically, to a point, yes, but then the other point comes where our bodies are heavily involved in this, because it's stored, these emotions are stored in our bodies. And it's all about the nerves that are connected, right? Because they shut down when we experience trauma in our body. And when we open them again, they start to tingle and become really warm again, right? It's very interesting experience. Wim Hof breathing is, I think, might be helping with this as well, or breathing in general, because it just brings so much oxygen in. So and when you stop the breathing in between and hold the air, then all of a sudden the body is starting to take care of itself, and you might experience like twitching, involuntary twitching, sorry. Switching too, maybe switching of programs. Good, not so good. That's what that is. That's the not so good program. But it's really good that this is happening right now, because like I said, your body is almost, that's what I'm getting, is repelling those swords. It's like making sure they're leaving your body, your system. And of course this does not feel good. It doesn't feel good, but it's so necessary, because do you want all that crap in your body, or would you rather have it outside? It's like you have a splinter inside under your skin, and those things can be there for a while. I've heard of a guy once, that's coming to my head right now, I don't know why, that had a glass splinter in his skin for, I don't know, a good 5 years or something. All of a sudden it started to come up again. How crazy is that? It's like, ugh, it's almost ugh. Sorry about the graphicness, but that's what that is. And all of a sudden the body is repelling what no longer belongs there, what no longer serves you. It really wants to come up and out. Your body's doing the healing itself, you guys. Oh, mate, you're gonna love this. Stick around till the end. Yes, yes. Defending yourself, protecting what is yours. Really protecting what is yours is what I feel here. Really protecting what is yours. I'm getting the connotation. What reading was it? I don't remember. What was talking about the stripy clothes? I'm reminded about that here too. So it could be that the safe passage, I think, Gemini. I think it was Gemini. So it could actually, if you're watching this is also for you apparently. So yeah, stripy clothes again. Stripy clothes. Yeah, protecting what is yours, like, because especially this is a time of being raw, right? And of being, maybe also being a little bit aggressive because of that rawness, because you're like, oh my God, you know, when we shed old skin and when stuff wants to come up, we're especially vulnerable. And that also makes us somewhat aggressive sometimes, because I almost don't want to use the word overreacting, because that's not actually true. It might look like that from an outsider standpoint, but to us it's like crucial in this moment, like, leave me alone. I need my space right now because I am growing and it hurts. I got growing pains, right? And I'm trying to deal with it myself as best as I can. And that's the energy I'm getting from this. You really are. This is also confirmation. Yes. Do not be too hard on yourself here, please, because you're doing as much as you can in the situation, right? You couldn't be nicer to people right now, is what they're saying. Do not push it. My nose is extremely itchy. Do not push yourself to these extremes. It's okay. It's okay. You're doing just fantastic in that process. Spirit really would like you to know and is appreciative. They're trying to tell you this here. very appreciative of what you're doing here for yourself and of course for others, although it might not appear, because the end result is not showing yet in this process, right? It's not showing yet, but it will be revealed very, very soon, okay? Yeah, it's a death process, absolutely. Like I said, it's like being pushed out. It's time, guys. The time's up. It's like now, it's happening now. It is happening now, you guys. Healing is happening now. This old thing is coming to an end. With the old, a lot of wisdom is coming in. This is also in the realm of retrospection and gaining insights and seeing things a bit different now as to how they used to be. Yeah, it's just time now, and you know this. You're not even... Some of you, it's interesting because you see the skeleton here is really holding that sickle, but so are you. You're holding your sword, and you're standing your ground almost, but I'm like, since he's holding it so loosely, or this thing, whatever, is holding it so loosely, it's like you're almost welcoming it now. It's like you're almost welcoming it now is what I feel. When at first you might have been like, oh, I don't like this, I want to be left alone. It's almost like you're welcoming it now because you've passed that point, and that's why I said it's time now. Like there's no more hiding away from this, and you know this, and you can feel it is time now. With that, a lot of emotions again are coming up, and that's okay too. Take your time, please. Really take your time. Do not be too hard on yourself. Really treat yourself. Like hug yourselves if there's no one else there to hug you. Really do that, okay? I love you. I'm sending you love. Love. Okay? It's all right, guys. It's really all right. You're doing fantastic, okay? Really fantastic. Thank you for doing that work. Thank you so much. Okay? Yeah, and like I said, people are watching you and might not understand that process, and that's okay too. There's nothing to be concerned about or to to worry about in any way, because they don't have to understand. They don't. Like I said, that's awesome. You got that full cup here right now. That full offer is coming in for you now. That's interesting because the switch, that's quite the jump actually. Look at this, guys. Quite the jump from the Ten of Swords to the Ace of Cups. That's amazing. But like I said, that's your body, like clearing yourself. That's the offer. That's the emotions are offering themselves to you right now, bringing you a lot of healing, a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding, a lot of depth. What I'm seeing here is almost like a reverse waterfall. That is, I've never seen this before. A reverse waterfall. Oh my God, yes, the emotions are coming up. This is almost like a reverse. That's what I see here. The water is falling down here, and then, all the steam that is coming up from the water that has just fallen down. That is so interesting. Oh my God. That's what that is. They're coming up. It's like a reverse waterfall. Coming up in you, rising up and causing all this steam. And it's got power. It is powerful, that process right now. Apologies because it's happening so fast. Yeah, but you're doing so fantastic, so fantastic. Breathe through the process. Really, if you can, really take that time to just yourself. Like at least 5 minutes a day if you can. Just when you have kids, put them in a different room if you can, or just tell them to be quiet for 5 minutes because you need your time. Just really make that clear. Make sure they're taken care of and everything, right? And then you just take that time if you can. I almost want to show these together. You've got the Page of Coins, and then here the Knight of Cups, which is gorgeous. This one first though. Yeah, you must have really had your eye on that cup, right? You really wanted that emotional fulfillment here. You really wanted to emotionally be stable for a while now. So much so that you had little else was important to you that was around, right? You were very, very focused on that, on learning your lesson here. For some of you, it could also mean that you were too intent on money and not mature with money, but more so, this is just a very, very small portion, like, I don't know, 2 or 3% of you. But for the rest, is really like you were very, very focused on that lesson, on how do I get that cup? How, like, really focused. It's like almost hypnotized by that cup. You're like, how am I going to get that emotional fulfillment? How do I get there? And you're getting it now. You are getting it now. You're getting it now, and that's also the offer. This is you then. This is you then. You have it, right? You have it. This is your cup. You're like, oh my God, I finally have my cup. I have it. You guys, I have it. I made it. It's like that. I made it. And I put flowers in it immediately because I really want something to grow in that beauty, right? And then I can offer it to someone, because then look at the difference, you guys. Look at the difference. This is you now. And for some of you, you already like pushed a couple of swords out, right? And this is you and process, right? And process. Really dope. Look at that. That's so different. So different. I really like this. I really like this. Some of you with this might also get an offer from a Scorpio. It doesn't have to be from a Scorpio, but that's what I'm getting here for. This is specific, right? This is specific. Someone reaching out to you to help you during this process. It doesn't have to be though, right? This is, my readings are not specifically like focused on love readings. Sometimes these things just come out, and that's fine. But they're more so focused on growth and personal development, spiritual development. That's what they're for. But I'm still gonna say it, and that makes me happy because that's awesome. Like, yay! More power to you, more love and stuff. That's awesome. So yeah, but this is you. I'm seeing for the most part, this is you like having that cup, finally gaining that cup and being like, oh my God, there it is. I've been waiting so long for this. This is my emotional fulfillment, and that is so dope. Okay, you guys, we're gonna switch to the, ooh, of course, you've got the shamanic oracle cards. You got the mystical shaman here, the mystical shaman. That is very interesting that card would show up, because it is exactly talking about that journey of really, what I'm getting is soul retrieval. So parts of your psyche that have been fractured, that's what you're retrieving, because they're coming up, right? With the swords that are being pushed out, these fractals, much like the glass I was talking about in the hand of the guy, that is coming up for you to look at and be like, wow, really, this was in me? Wow, that's crazy. How did my body even function with this in there? And that's that. It could also be that some of you were actually like physically sick, and this is putting an end to this because it's coming up now. It's coming up now, and that's what the shamanic journey is about. You're going deep, but in this case, you're not going deep. It's coming up. It's coming up for you to see. There's no choice really in the matter. It's just coming up because it's time, and because you have asked for it. You have asked for it. Now, I know that this can be triggering to some of you, but you did, because you did want to have that emotional fulfillment. You did want that cup, and who can blame you? Like, of course we want this. Yes, we want love, and we want unconditional love for ourselves and for everyone around us, right? So that's our deepest need, to be loved. Ever since we were born and infants and babies and embryos, right? We want love. That's our one of the most basic, if not the exact most basic need that we do have. We need love. And that's why that healing is here now. And they want you to understand that you have actually asked for this. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, right? Take it as it resonates with you. If that's not you, then it's not you. Please really go with your feeling on this one. But for the ones that this resonates with, and this is for, you have asked for this, and hence it is here for you now. It is here for you now. And yes, this means work. Absolutely, but you're protected. They want you to know that you're protected at any and all times with all the steps you are taking, with everything that is coming up now, which can be very intense. You are protected. They're there. You can always ask for a break. You can always ask for a break. Just say so. It might take a day or two for the energies to be not as pushy anymore, but it will happen. And then you can flow through it a little bit more easy through this process. I see a raven here too. This is in the realm of enlightenment, and a lot of energies are being set free, because if you've ever felt this, when something turns around within you, like physically, it's incredible. When before this area of your body was cold, all of a sudden it's hot. It's hot because things are starting to move around, right, within you, and there is so much change that is happening. And with that falling away, what is then there, instead of this, let me just say that, right, instead of a black bowl, right, that had been stored inside your body, all of a sudden you see the light shining through, and it really comes through, and it really feels like that too, right, when we experience this in the body, on the physical plane, right, not just mentally, but in the physical plane too, within our bodies. Like, again, trauma resolving is what's happening here. And then we start to get tingly, and then the life and the light is coming back in, and the love with all this. This is in the realm of self-love. Again, that is bringing these parts together again, looking at them, observing them. Some we let go, we release into the light, and others we keep, right? Whatever it is for you, and however you see things, please work through them in your own manner here, right? Because we all go through these things very individually. Yeah, releasing them. Breathing is very important for some of you. Very important. Yeah. Yeah, very important. Whatever breathing techniques that you're using, integrate that. It's going to help you heaps in that process. And bringing your body into stillness. Like, really make sure you're feeling safe in your body. And by that I mean that awesome feeling that you get when you just lay down and are very present. Because then in that present moment, in those few seconds even, right, everything's okay. Everything's okay when we just lay there and manage to get into the present moment. Then everything is okay. Everything. And they're there. You might see feathers even around you a lot currently. That's your guardian angels. Or synchronicities might be really hyped up, and you're like, if you've never experienced synchronicities before, that's that. They're saying they are there, okay? Okay, traveler. You have the traveler, of course. Like, the mystical shaman is traveling, of course. Move in a new direction. That's interesting. These cards are opposite too, and there's so much you can explore, so much for you to see and explore. Traveler. Let me read that one for you. Traveler. So, move in a new direction. Welcome any opportunities to travel, either to the outer world or to your inner world. It's crazy. So crazy. The Traveler card represents the gypsy spirit within. The opportunity to move in a new direction is coming your way, and ancestral wisdom is encouraging you to welcome it with open arms. Going on a trip is an exciting process, because not only do you learn about the world, you also learn about yourself. This is, I would interpret it right now, especially with the current events, as internal travel. When you're watching this somewhere later, then it could also be real travel. Not right now, of course, right? You also learn about yourself. This card often comes up when you have a chance to go through a process of awakening and understand even more about the amazing qualities you have to share with the world. Often such journeys can be lonely, but this in itself can teach you that you are never really alone. Oh my God, and that your angels and ancestors are there for you. This is so awesome. Wow. The road you are on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You are also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Oh my God, yes. Yes, that's so wonderful. That is so wonderful. Yes. So, the guardian angel, oh, no way. Wow, you have compassion. You have compassion. Oh my goodness. Wow. Dearest one, be compassionate toward yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing you need to improve in order to be worthy. You are perfect just as you are. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your perception. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. Oh my goodness. Wow, those were 3 pretty incredible readings. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching and for being here. Thank you for sharing your own light. That's awesome. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscriptions, comments. I'm sending you much, much love and light and a lot of healing, you guys. I hope this was helpful to you. I'll see you around. Bye. Bye.